Hey yo, this is the Corner of the Circle. Nice little podcast with me, your host, LS McLean. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a nosy person. People are nosy. They want to know stories. They want to know what's going on in other people's lives. And yo, I am absolutely no exception. So sit back, relax, and let's just chill for a little bit. This is the Corner of the Circle. And okay, boom, we're on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is one that this is rarefied air right now. I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to get this busy woman, to stand still for just a little bit. So I was able to do that. Um, Let me see. She is a coach. She is a competitor. It's crazy enough. She probably could get on stage with like a couple of weeks of dieting because she's always so freaking lean. She's strong as shit. Oh my god, she's a Midwestern belle. Oh my gosh, where I can go all day.
Oh, by all means, keep
I
going.
mean, the crazy thing that I like to think is here lately, it's always been like it's a Bonnie and Clyde type thing with her and Matt. But I have to have people understand that Bonnie is her own person, first and foremost. Her musical tastes are second to none. Probably, I guess that I could say that's my favorite part about her, but that's a lie because she's one of the dopest people you will ever run into. She's tatted, she's beautiful, she has style on style on style on style. She's the woman that girls want to be like and the woman that guys want to be with. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Miss Bonnie Schroeder. Thank you so very much for being on this podcast.
God
I
damn.
can do this all
That
day,
is
dog.
that is amazing. That is the
Oh my gosh.
best intro I've ever gotten in my
Dude,
entire life.
you're fire.
I'm blushing. I'm sweating.
That's because you're in
Wow,
the black.
that
We're
was
on
good.
black. Yeah, man.
That was good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm super, super, super excited about this, man. And I was when I asked you, like, I don't know, a few weeks back, I was like, I mean, she'll say no, but you know what? Hail Mary anyway. And then like I was like, well, I'm just gonna do it one more time. Run through about a couple of I have my bucket list people that I want. You're on that bucket list. I'm like, I mean, it's worth a shot. And then you're like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's on. So I really
No, I
appreciate it.
always wanted to, but you know how that
Listen,
whole
you're out here,
DM situation is.
bro.
Things get lost in there, man.
Man, I don't even. I feel.
You know, you got fangirls sliding in left and right. You can't keep track of this.
I at this point in life, I'm just glad that they still want to rock with me, man. It's just,
Hey.
it's weird because it doesn't matter. You could have a significant other, and it's still nice to be wanted sometimes. It's nice to be desired sometimes. And here
Sure. I mean,
for a
I
minute
mean,
there,
we're talking about the most narcissistic app ever that
ever.
some of us have generated into some type of weird job. Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
of course, if
hey,
we're on there, you like attention.
yeah, I
Like,
like the attention a little
right?
bit. And it's weird because I'm not necessarily an attention seeking person, but at some point I'm like, you know what? I feel like being validated by a few likes. Let me go ahead and throw this thing up.
Couple likes would
Yeah, a
really,
couple of
really
likes, you know what I
boost my
mean?
self-esteem
Yeah,
today.
I just don't feel pretty today. So let me see if this squad will make people like me. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Let me see if strangers think
like
I'm
let me see
pretty.
if these strangers think I'm great, and
Oh
then
man.
and God forbid that somebody slides in my DMs like, who do you think you are? Like, who am I? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've always
All
I
right,
don't
you want to
know.
hear about a pretty good DM I got the other day?
Oh no. Okay,
Just
let's do
listen
it.
to this.
Let's do this.
So, there's people out there that like feet, whatever. To each their own. If that's what you're into, cool. And I assume that this guy was one of those guys. So he wanted to buy my socks. And he's like, hey, like, I don't mean to be weird or anything, but I'm super into this. And I was wondering if you'd be willing to sell your socks. And I'm just like, I'll bite. Like, I'll talk to this guy. Let's see what happens. Right. And so I messaged him back. I'm like, sure, $500 a pair. He's like, okay, are you only willing to sell one? I have $4,000 to spend. And I'm just like, okay, 4 pairs of socks, $4,000. You shoot me your address, and I see the money in my PayPal, and I'll get these socks in the mail on Monday. And he's like, okay, no problem. He's like, I'm on it. Like, I'm like transferring funds right now, da da da. And I'm sitting there waiting, just like, okay, there's no way this can happen. And it fucking doesn't. This
Oh,
guy ghosted me. This guy
oh,
ghosted me so hard. And
oh
here I
my
am thinking,
god.
oh my God, I've got a fucking great business deal going on. I don't give a shit what you do with the socks. I don't
Yeah,
give a shit. I
you're
can
about to
very
get.
easily just not
Oh,
think about them ever again. And this motherfucker is like, yeah, like I'm really grateful, like you're willing to do this. Like I know it's a weird request, blah blah blah. And he was polite, whatever. I'm like, sure, man, put the money in the account. I'll get these in the mail as soon as I can for you.
Oh
And
man,
nothing. Fucking ghosted.
his wife caught him. Are you chasing
Ghosted,
socks
man.
again? That's a guarantee. His wife
God.
caught him. Oh my gosh.
Right.
You
right,
got,
right,
oh
right.
my gosh.
And
Yeah.
here I am thinking, okay, this is a nice little business deal. I don't give a shit what
My
you do with my
thing-
stocks. I don't care.
Here lately, I've been getting like, well, thank God not here lately, but like for a while there, especially mid 2019 is when it just got uber weird. I was getting people
Yeah?
asking for underwear, asking for,
Oh shit.
a guy asked me for my
I think
kilt.
I think I would charge a little bit more for underwear.
But here's the thing, man. Like, if a woman asks, I'm like, I bet. You know what? That's kind of weird, but I kind of dig what you're trying to do. But
Sure.
when a dude asks, I mean, the thing is, like, guys don't
Someone
care.
tried to buy your kilt, you said?
Yeah, they asked to buy my kilt. I'm like, bro, I can't. Like,
Oh.
Spencer gave me that kilt, bro. I'm not. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no way. So I
Not for sale.
I politely declined on the kilt, but like, yeah, man, I was getting probably every other week I would get like a guy asking to buy my underwear, asking to buy like my tights and stuff like that. And,
oh yeah, it's always
yeah.
guys. Girls aren't that weird.
Nah, man, they aren't. And if they are, it's so subtle and so like on the slide that you don't even know that you mean games until you realize like, oh crap, I just spent $40 in postage sending my stuff out to this girl, and I never thought to get the transaction to go through. So yeah, I don't know, man. Guys are just, I guess testosterone gets to rolling, bro, and they're just like, I don't know, I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna tell you what I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nothing stopping that once that's fucking
nah,
rolling.
dude.
Guys
So
are next level creeps.
And that's why I'm such a fucking fan of yours, because you don't care at all. Your responses are off the grid, man. And it's so weird because I think, I mean, it don't be wrong.
Oh man, I love sharing them. I have such a good time.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I consider you a friend. You know what I mean? But like, even so, I'm like, sometimes I just like to be a ghost and just kind of like read what everybody says. But every now and again, man, you'll hit one. It's an absolute homer. I'm like, all right, she needs to know that I am laughing. I am laughing at what you put. And matter of fact, I'm about to screenshot this. Yeah, and the thing, you already know, like, there's not a mature bone in my body unless it comes to money. But like, as soon as I'm laughing, I'm like, no, the world needs this right now. This is the ray of sunshine that the world needs. Screenshot, put it up. You guys, Bonnie's, and of course me, I'm like, somebody's gonna test her. Please, someone out there, please test her, because I need more material. I love to laugh, man, and I think usually when it does, like when you do hit somebody, like I'm just like, all right, I needed that. Like it's usually right at the perfect moment.
Yeah, I mean, if all else fails, I'll just go troll one of your bench posts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've done that a couple times. I'm like, this chick here, man. Like, calm down. I mean,
who does this tiny little bitch think she is?
But I will say that one post, man, when you got emo after that bench, I was like, hell yeah, man, hell yeah. That one got me. That one kind of had me like choked up, because I know that feel. And I just started my bench slump, so I was like, man, what I wouldn't give to have that feeling. Like I hadn't at that time, I had benched over 500 in God knows, like, in 3 weeks.
Which post was that?
The one you had, like, it was right. You were in prep, obviously, for the meet that you just went to, but you had that.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
We hit 97.5 for the first time.
Yeah, man. So I was like, man, I would give anything to have that feeling. And I don't know, like, I finally went over 500 for the first time in like almost 6 weeks, because like I thought I had like tennis elbow. Turns out I had tricep tendonitis and bicep tendonitis and all this stuff, but I could not lock out my left arm, and it's already my lag arm. So yeah, so I was like putting up like 515, 520, and it would shoot off my chest. I would get to the point of lockout, and it would just be like right hands like, come on, bro, we're waiting. And it was just, so I finally went over it a couple of days ago, man. And you would have thought that, like, I don't know, that I won $1 million, man. Like, I had to run to the bathroom. I was in straight tears. I don't know.
That's what you had DM'd me about that, saying you had to run to the bathroom and cry sometimes.
Bro, I cry all the time, man. That's my thing. That's my thing. If I cry before I go into the gym, I know it's going to be a great one. And like, so I have always. Okay. Like, I get this feeling, like, I don't know. I get like super emotional. I'm like, everything's going to fly. I mean, I envision so much stuff all day long, and I think about it all day. And usually I'm like, all right, well, it's going to happen when I walk in here. And sometimes I walk in, I'm just like, oh man, I can feel it. And I just, so I don't know.
Yeah. That's awesome though. I mean, that you give that many shits about what you're doing.
But
Like, you're
like,
just that passionate about it.
well, I mean, here's the thing, and I'm a firm believer in why do it if you're just doing it to do it. Like, I don't do. There's nothing I do just to do. Absolutely nothing. Like
Oh, for sure.
like
And
if
you've created a life for yourself where you don't have to do anything you don't want to do,
as
you
have
know?
you, as have you.
Right. And that's always been the goal. And with lifting and stuff, and I feel like I'm reminded, like, I remind my clients of this all the time, like, this is supposed to be fun. Like, this is a fucking hobby.
Like it's
If
the
it's
root of it.
not fun, we need to change
Yeah,
something.
like I don't know. I just feel like at this point, man, and don't get me wrong, like lifting is like in the popularity of which it's grown and it keeps growing, and I hope it keeps growing. But then I think people lose that the root of it, of course, is to have fun. And don't get me wrong, you know, I
Mhm.
mean, it's a hobby. Straight up, it's a hobby. Some people choose to invest a lot of money into this hobby, and you know what? Thank God for them because they keep my lights on straight up. You know, and I
Right.
openly
Same.
admit that. But at the same time, it's just like, all right, the culture that I'm trying to build, the message that I'm trying to send is like, bro, if you're not having fun, why are you doing this? Why are you
Yes.
doing this? Like, I mean,
Yes.
there's only going to be there's only going to be, you know, I said his name before, there's only going to be one Ray Williams. There's only going to be one Dennis Cornelius. There's only going to be one Brandon Allen. Like, these guys are the elite of the elite for a reason. There's only going to be one Jen Thompson. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
the rest of us is just going to be regular ass people, so we need to have fun with it. Straight up.
Right.
You know,
Right. Right.
and so, you know, to remind my people of that, you know, and have to remind myself of that. I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I've won a couple here and there, man. But at the end of the day, man, if it's just about winning and winning only, man, I'm gonna catch so many L's. And so,
Right.
you know, and I think, you know, a lot of it, especially now, especially with clients and everything, you know, and be they competitors or people that are just trying to have a better lifestyle, when they hit that PR or when they drop X amount of pounds or when they hit that goal weight or whatever it is, I get so hyped for them. I feel like it's far more rewarding than the actual individual stuff that you know that I've done. I can say that
Mhm.
with a full heart. Like, I really feel like for me that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's an addiction to help those people get better. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely. And as a coach, like, your impact is so much greater
mm,
than just as an individual athlete. And like, I think for me, that's definitely been like a really big mind shift.
hmm
And once I kind of realized that and it actually like sunk in
yeah,
and took hold, I'm like, oh yeah, this is incredible. Like, you have this amazing ability to impact so many
right,
lives.
yeah.
And who's gonna remember what you squatted that one time? Who fucking knows?
Hell, I don't even
But how
remember.
many people can you touch as a coach?
Exactly.
And the double-edged sword of social media is so rough because people can see their idols and have all these great tools like
Right.
at their fingertips and all these great resources and videos and stuff, but then you get that element of comparison, which I
Mm.
think as like a newer lifter is almost impossible to avoid. And like,
Yeah,
I've
man.
fallen into that trap for sure. Like, the first time I competed at the Arnold like 3 years ago, like, I was like so stressed and putting so much
hmm
pressure on myself. Like, I broke out in hives, like I was so
Damn.
stressed, like just ridiculous
Yeah.
shit. And I'm just like, oh my God, be grateful for the opportunity. Like, once I finally like got control of my head and my emotions, I'm
Right.
just like, be grateful for this
Right. Right.
opportunity.
Right.
Like, how many people just want to go, and you're stressed out because you're in like the top three of these girls and you're trying to figure out how to win. Like, what the fuck?
Look, just
And
go
like,
out there and have a good
my
time.
right, like my mindset has shifted so much. And a big part of that like was me getting injured in 20, I don't know what year it is, last year, early last year.
Yeah.
um and that has been such an incredible blessing because
Oh yeah.
it has made me a better person, like across the board,
Oh
better
yeah.
athlete, better coach, better friend, better partner. Like, has just inspired so much growth,
hmm
and also like forced me to really like take a step back and be like, okay, so who are you outside of a power lifter? what
Boy,
else
listen.
what else do you enjoy? And I think that's such a big thing for people because your identity gets tied to this one thing and you
Mm.
identify as that one thing. And I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
what else do I have going on? What else do I
dude.
enjoy? What else
Exactly.
inspires that same happiness that you get out of the gym? And so yeah, that injury was such a blessing for me, and I
Yeah,
tell that to people all the time, and they're just like, whoa, what, an
yeah.
injury is a blessing? How is that possible? And it's like, well, spend some time in the sport and you'll probably fucking
Yeah,
find out.
like I mean, you're gonna get those injuries, man. They teach you patience. They teach you to listen to your body, and I think more than anything,
Yes.
you really start thinking like, all right, what am I to, aside from my performance,
Right.
and for me, it had always been okay. It's easy to build. I mean, because you see people. I mean, people they want to start a company up. They want to do this and that and this and that. But I think the biggest mistake so many of us make, especially in the beginning, is tying our business, tying our sales, tying everything into our personal performance. So
Yes.
when you're killing it, when you're eating heavy, do people fuck with you super hard. When you
Mhm.
start taking
Mhm.
L's, when you're not putting up those numbers, like all of a sudden they just kind of dissipate. And so,
Well, I definitely, like, I had that fear, like, when I got injured. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose all my clients. No one will
mm,
want me to coach them. Blah blah blah.
exactly.
Like, you know, things that you'd expect to pop in your
Yeah.
head, but none of that was true. Like,
Oh no.
none of it was true.
No.
All of my clients, like, were so cool and understanding, and I had so many people like come out of the woodwork, saying maybe a similar thing had happened to them, right?
Yes.
And they need someone to look up to or follow, or how are you rehabbing, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And it was completely the opposite of what
Yeah.
I had
Like
expected.
the crazy thing that I mean, I'm glad you said that because for me it was the exact same way. I started getting more following and more people that wanted me to coach them after I was taking L's. Or after I was getting
Yeah.
hurt, or after I posted about, yeah, man, I'm hurting here and there and here and there, and I honestly,
Because they want a coach that's real. They
yeah,
want a coach that is real and transparent and
yes,
isn't saying life is full of fucking rainbows and
yeah,
sausages,
man.
because it fucking
No, it's
isn't.
not. I have to definitely shout out Ryan Dorsey because he made it super simple and plain by saying what you did was you became relatable. You weren't,
Yes.
he's like people
Yes.
don't want a robot. They don't want something that's not attainable. They want someone that they can identify with. And he goes, here's the thing: there
Exactly.
are far more people that don't win than there are people that do win. There are far more people that struggle
Exactly.
to get to the top than there are people that are at the top. He's like, so
Yep.
as long as people view you from that point, you're more relatable. You're more real. He goes because though the LS that wins all the time, first of all, he doesn't care because he's not around because he's focused, focused, focused. He goes, but the
Sure.
LS that just is just a person. He goes, that's the person that people want, and I think that's
Yeah.
what's made it so amazing. And you see people, that again, I can only cite Ray Williams as really he's the exception just because he's done some larger than life things, and I just keep riding on Ray for some reason today. I have no idea why, but like he's one of the few exceptions of people that I mean, obviously wins a lot or whatever, but he's one of those that while his following is tied into his performance, it almost doesn't matter what Ray does because he's a beautiful soul, awesome person that he's gonna get 150, 200,000 followers. Now, on the other side of that, you see so many other people that are, they have a huge following, and they're not necessarily champions. They're not necessarily these IPF world champions or these, IPL world champions or these Olympic athletes. They're just people that one, they know their shit. Two, they're super relatable. And three, more than anything, they're the type of person that you would want to hang out with. You know what I mean? And so
Yes.
for
That's
me,
exactly it.
that's like even the people that I follow, like, bro, would I kick it with that person? Nah,
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But then like,
Right.
yo, that girl right there, like, yo, would I kick with her? Probably. And it's weird because like, you would think like, it's because that chick's a smoke show, or it's because that dude's shredded. And don't get me wrong, that's dope too. But at the same time, it's like when they open their mouths, like, yo, that person has a rhyme and reason. That person is fun to talk to. And so it's
Yeah.
been, and I can honestly say, like you're a lot like that. I mean, you kick ass though. I will definitely say that. But you, number one, you know your shit. Number two, you're cool as fuck to hang out with because I've had the honor and privilege of doing that. You know what I mean?
You had the
And
honor and privilege of picking me up from the airport.
yeah, man. And I mean, and it was and even like when we did that whole thing, like I remember like I'm chilling and I'm about to lay down. I'm known Matt for a while. I mean, in Matt's he's as cool as the other side of the pillow. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it took me all of like I don't know, like 10 minutes. I'm like, yo, this girl is cool. For real, for real.
Hey.
And I don't know, like, I mean, like you were super chill. I was like, all right, cool. So for me, it's like everyone gets that, like, I'm gonna give you the respect out the gate because you deserve that. You know what I mean? You're a human being, you're a woman, you deserve that. And then after that, I'm like, all right, give me a reason to keep wanting to kick it with you. Give me a reason
That's
to like to
exactly.
shout your name from the rafters. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me
Yeah,
a
because
reason
you
to be
can
like,
hang out with anybody once, but
yeah,
how do you be someone that people want to hang out with that second time?
yeah, man.
You
Like,
know?
you know what I mean? Like, you know, I like repeat customers, man. And so for me, it's like I want to kick it with people like that, but in order for me to kick it with people like that, I have to be people like that, you know? And not saying that I have to
Right.
change who I am, but I'm like, dude, would I want to hang out with me? You know what I mean? And usually in my case, I am always my worst critic when it comes to, like, you know, how I view myself. I'm like, all right, so if I can give myself credit, like,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what, you're killing it today. I kick it with you. Sometimes I tell myself that. I'll openly admit it.
Oh yeah, there's definitely times where I would not want to hang out with
Oh,
myself.
dude.
Like, yeah, and of course we're all our worst critics. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. Look at what we do for fun.
Jeez. So
We go
yeah.
and put our bodies under stress and do fake work
Oh yeah. I mean, but
for
it's like,
fun.
my life is so hard. Like I always joke.
Right.
Like, I mean, when my dad, you know, my dad tries to ask, goes, man, I try to tell people what you do, and it's really hard to explain what you do. I'm like, exactly. This is what
Oh
it
my
is.
god.
You still want this check or not?
I
Shut up. Take the check.
if I'm talking to a boomer, I might as well just say I'm unemployed.
Oh yeah, I mean, because no matter what you say, it's like, oh, but you know, I mean, I have over 300 clients. I have over whatever. I'm changing lives by the day.
Yeah,
Yes, but so
So you don't go to an office
it's like,
and sit
no,
at a
my
desk
office is
all
actually in
day?
my house. Like, wait.
Yeah.
Your office is in your house? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so how are your taxes
I'm
filed?
I'm yeah, I'm very, very lucky to have like super supportive parents.
Oh
Like
yeah, straight
they
up.
might not fully understand
Oh, straight
like what
up.
it is I do, but they're supportive and they're like, my dad, I'm 32. My dad still tries to give me money. I'm like, you realize that
Oh
everything's good, like everything's
yeah.
under control.
You know what?
But like
So
they've been understanding of like my whole powerlifting, fitness, whatever journey
yeah,
like from day one.
yeah.
And even when I like quit my 9 to 5 job and was gonna
Hmm.
start training like full time in person, they were supportive. And when I said I was gonna pick up and move to St. Louis like with no plan, they were supportive. And my dad is awesome, and he said, "Well, you can always come back." I'm like, "Yeah,
Already.
that's
I mean,
just
and that's
it.
what it's
You
about.
can
And I
always
think,
come back if it doesn't work."
yeah, and I think that's what's helped a lot of us that have decided this is going to be the life that we choose. When you have a support system, you know what I mean? And some of us are still blessed to have our mom and dad in our corner. That's awesome. Some of us just have support systems, just, you know, in whatever forms they come. But to have a support system and then to know that no matter what, if I fall flat on my face, I can always go back, lick my wounds, pick up the
Hmm.
pieces, and I can start again. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
because,
And so much of that is like your chosen family.
yeah,
Like
man.
Matt and I talk about this all the time. Like we've got a handful of friends here in St. Louis, but like we also just have friends all
Everywhere.
over
You
the
have to.
country. And another amazing thing about the internet is that you can find people
Yeah,
that you vibe with and you have these things in common, and then you
exactly.
end up with all these little great like pockets
Oh my
of
gosh.
of family
Like,
across the
yeah, I
country.
mean, it fills you, it fills your soul. And I think, you know, people that people that miss out on that, man, they, you know, I tell my parents all the time, I was like, you gotta just, I promise you, there's so much more past that doorstep. I mean, and it's,
Right.
God love them. I mean, you know, I mean, my dad's a preacher. My mom worked for Homeland Security for so many years, and so we always grew up with this small pocket of paranoia. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's stuff out
Mm.
there. You know what I mean? And so,
Sure. Sure.
and I completely get that part. But then they were also so super supportive about everything we did. My dad was actually once like, baby, why don't you just stop doing all the stuff that you don't want to do? You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
Dad, I would, but it feels good. You know, I think every kid at some point wants to be like, I want to be able to take care of my mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? And so
Sure.
for 4 years, I'm like, Pops, you don't have to do a thing. You don't want to have to preach anymore? That's cool. I got you. Mama, do you want to take a sabbatical? How about you do that for a year? Just do it for a year. Just let me take care of you guys. Just chill.
Yeah.
And I was able to
Yeah.
do that. And I didn't want to stop doing that. You know what I mean? I knew if
Sure.
I stopped this 9 to 5, well, it was more like in 6 to 1 every day. Like,
Jeez.
dude,
Yeah.
it was bad. Like, it was bad.
I assume you're saying 1 a.m.
Yes. Like
Yes.
I would maybe get 3-4 hours of sleep, start all over the next day. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely at a point where I cannot even imagine working for someone else.
Mm-mm.
I I
don't.
can't even wrap my brain around it. I've been doing this for gosh, what, 4 years now?
This
And
is
like I
year 3
cannot
for me, and I won't ever call on someone else my boss. I can't do it, man. I can't. I
no,
cannot do it.
no,
I don't. I
no.
can't. I can't do it. I mean, I'll figure out something
The
else.
amount of money that would have to be offered, like in exchange for the freedom that we
Ridiculous.
have, like,
Ridiculous. It
come
would
on,
have to be
come on, come on.
ridiculous. It would have to be
Yeah,
ridiculous. And even then,
the freedom and the happiness just are. It's just
dude,
priceless.
I have never laughed so hard in the last 3 or 4 years. I've never. Well, I mean, I've never seen so much of the world in the last 3 or 4 years. Made so many friends,
Same,
genuine friends,
same.
genuine connections. And straight up, I've never been to so many damn concerts in the last 3 or 4 years because I couldn't do it. And
Yeah, you got the
literally,
time
I was literally downtown Austin. I mean, and I would legit be able to look out of my office and see people like, oh man, they're going to La Zona Rosa. Oh, that's probably a
now.
show. I miss being able to do that. I can't. I don't even. I don't know.
Now you're living the
I'm
dream.
getting upset thinking about it. Like, man, thinking about how like I was such a caged animal then. But I think like you.
So what's the best concert you've ever been to?
Oh, I was actually gonna ask you that. The best one I've been to so far. Oh my god, that's hard, dude. Because I've been to so many.
Well, just so you know, I'm gonna try to top you with what I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh. I mean, in terms of impact, the one
In
that like
terms of impact and like just like show production, like what was the dopest
the
show you saw?
dopest show I've ever been to that literally changed my life, you're going to hate me because it's
Oh,
not even thing you're gonna even. It was. I can't believe I'm saying. No, okay, no. It was
you got it.
Oh my. Oh no. It couldn't have been them. No, it was Coldplay.
I'll put you on the spot.
It was Coldplay.
Coldplay.
I would, and here's the
Where?
thing. It was in
What
Dallas.
year? Where at?
This is when
Okay.
Yellow. This is like when they were
Okay.
boom. Okay, so he was sick. Okay,
So
this
we're
is.
talking 1970s. How old are you again?
Oh my gosh. I'm not that much older than you. I'm just joking. But yeah, like it's. Yeah, it was Coldplay, and it was like when they
Coldplay
first
in
started.
Dallas.
Yeah, it was Coldplay in Dallas. He was singing Yellow. I won't forget that
Yeah.
they were playing Yellow, and he forgot
And you cried.
Of course, I cried, but he forgot the words.
What?
He forgot the words, and so the crowd he was like, I forgot like he had surgery or something, so he was
There's
medicated.
not even that many words.
Exactly, but he was medicated, and like the whole crowd like from that he played the notes, but he started forgetting the words, and so
Oh shit.
like 4 or 5 songs from Yellow on, we all sang the words. We sang all the words for him, like because he couldn't remember. He's
the
like
whole crowd.
he's like, look at the stars. I forgot the words.
No.
And like he was like looking around, and the guitarist, he's like, you might want to help him out, guys. And everyone started singing.
Whoa.
That was I mean, don't get me wrong, I've always loved music. I've always loved music. But that was when I was like, oh, I mean, I had been to a lot of shows up to that point. I'll openly admit that. But that was the show that I was like, dude, music is so different. Because it wasn't a huge elaborate.
Isn't it amazing when you just like it almost makes you like catch your breath?
Yes.
And like it like hits you in your heart and your stomach, and you're like, fuck.
It speaks to something so deep in you. Like I don't even.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even Bonnie. It wasn't even like an elaborate show. The setting. It wasn't the set. There wasn't even a set. It was literally.
No, it's just the right. Just
it was
the
three.
Right
it was like it was the 3 pieces, and it was him on his piano, and they had they just had some LED lights around. That was it. And at that moment, I can honestly tell you, I felt like I was floating. Like I was floating. And I mean, it wasn't like any like huge, impactful, you know what I mean? Because I'd been at that same venue and I saw Metallica for the first time. And I thought that I would never see anything as beautiful as that until I was at that. That was the most beautiful, for me musically, that was the most beautiful, pure moment of music that I've ever experienced as a human being. Like,
Okay,
it wasn't
that's
like,
rad.
yeah, man. I mean, holy shit. Like, and I keep topping them now, but yeah, that's probably the best concert I've been to. What about you? What's been the best one you've been
That's
to so
rad.
far?
So I've got two that I can think of that like really hit hard, and like the one that I'm thinking of that gave me that feeling that you're talking
Yeah.
about, was seeing Alkaline Trio for the first time.
Oh, I
So
just got chilled. Shut your
right,
mouth.
right.
Yes.
So I mean, I've been listening to Alkaline Trio since like middle school
Mm-hmm.
when I was like sneakily listening to it because
Yep.
I knew it wouldn't have been approved, right? So I never ever saw them until I moved to St. Louis,
Uh-huh.
and like seeing them for the very first time, like I definitely got a little choked up, and there's some of their fucking like just romantic songs just
Yeah,
got me,
man.
and I remember like just kind of being choked up and just feeling it so deeply. And then I think like the coolest concert moment, Chicago, Tinley Park, getting to be on stage, like side stage with Blink 182.
I would have lost my mind. Yeah.
I will send you a video after this is done, because and it wasn't the original Blink. They had fuck, whatever his name is from Alkaline Trio. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Oh, yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Skiba.
Yeah.
He was in it. So it was Mark and Travis and
Matt.
Skiba instead of Tom. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But that was dope, and like being on side stage and like getting to see just like the masses of people.
That
I'm
would
just
have
like,
been.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like,
Here's a crazy thing, funny story. My mom, well, actually, it was my dad. He really more cared for it. He was like, if I could tell you to do anything all over again, I would have told you to pursue music and not sports. But I was good at sports, and they paid for school. And
I probably would have gone that route too. I don't know what I would have done, but like second to, well, maybe it's third. I don't know. Like lifting and like travel and music are like my big three.
See, and for me,
My big three.
It's literally music, lifting, and then travel. Like
Okay.
like I can't breathe without it. Like I cannot. My day doesn't. I'm not even joking. The first thing that I do when I wake up is play music. Before I go to bed, this is absolutely no shit. I play music for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it fades out, and then the TV turns on, and I watch something funny. Like I go to bed and wake up like I sandwich my life with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Like that's the one thing, and I can see you. I feel like you have star power. I definitely feel like you could have definitely done something. You could have been like, I don't know.
I don't know what it would have been, but it would have been an interesting
man.
career path.
Like Like, me and my sister, like, well, my whole family sings or whatever, but that was like our thing, man. Like we had an audition for.
I like to sing. I don't think I'm like particularly good at. I can carry a tune. Like,
you know, that's all you need.
But
that's all you need. I mean, that's all you need. Like you just have to, have it.
They can mess with the rest.
Some of the people that are making money right now, like they don't even.
I mean, I'm comfortable in front of crowds.
Exactly.
This could be a recipe for success.
I mean, you might have a combo. I will say this. I did have. I mean, it's not on Blink. Like you definitely shit on me, so I can't touch that. I won't be able to touch that. So far for me, my best musical moment so far has been I got to so Thursday. Silverstein and Thursday are my favorite bands till I die. I'm obviously Pearl Jam's my most favorite band, but they can't be touched. They're gods.
Okay.
But so Thursday comes and it's on their they're doing like a 20th anniversary of Full Collapse. And so they come to San Antonio and I got to be on stage and take pictures of them. And so anybody that knows me knows that that's my new passion is taking pictures and photography and videography. And so I go and I'm like, hey, listen, I've already bought a ticket. I have my equipment, everything's in my truck. I was just wondering if I could take pictures. I don't even want to keep them. You can take my SD card when I'm done. I was like, I just want the opportunity to take pictures of my favorite band while they play. I just want to catch all those moments. And
that gave me goosebumps.
And he was like, yeah, man, for sure. You got a card or anything? I was like, I don't have a card. I do, but it doesn't have anything photography on it. I mean, here's my card. So I gave him my card and He's like, wait, like you coach stuff? I'm like, yeah, like strength and conditioning and stuff like that. Like, yeah. He's like, so can I email you about it? I'm like, yeah, dude, you can email me about it. So not only did I get to like watch and film Thursday, but I got to I got a client out of it. And then I'm pretty sure it was who was the band that opened for him? It was such a different band. They're out of Boston, and they're who? Oh my gosh, Vane. It's this Vane. They're out of Boston.
Okay.
Dude, they go so hard. But they opened for Thursday.
Okay.
And
shit,
I found a new band that I fell in love with. And this whole time, I'm sitting on the side. I'm like, hey, am I allowed to take pictures over here? He goes, dude, you can take pictures wherever you want. I thought it was a security guy. It was their drummer. He's like, yeah, man. He goes, if you want, you can get behind the set right here. You can take pictures of whatever you want. I'm like, oh, that's what's up.
Wait, so do you still work with this guy?
Yeah.
Like as far as like coaching shit, you do?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's a manager. He's the manager at the White Rabbit. Well, not the White Rabbit. It used to be the White Rabbit. But yeah, he's a manager at one of the venues. I mean, and all this guy, if you want to come, like I'll hook you up. Like, nah, I'll pay for it because I don't. I mean, it's cool to get hooked up, but like and stuff like that, especially those small venues, like that's small cheese that they're getting anyway. You know what I mean? So part of it,
you want to support that local
business for sure. First of all, I definitely got it. And you see, my favorite bands are coming. So yeah, like I mean, aside from that, I don't know. It's not Blink.
Yeah, I'm for sure gonna go listen to Thursday after this. I haven't listened to them in a minute,
dude. Man,
which is clearly blasphemy to say on.
Well, you know, here's
but like I mean, love them. I just haven't listened to them.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like when they did their reunion tour, my girl got me tickets to see them in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and I mean where they're from, and it was a sold out show. Somehow she was Houdini and got the tickets, and I'm walking. This is no joke. I'm walking in the middle of the crowd of all the people. And I mean, there's a lot of like, you know, new schoolers and stuff that didn't know really who Thursday was. They just knew that it was a dope show. I'm walking through the middle of the crowd. This is no shit. This is God's honest truth. And their lead singer, Jeff Rickley, he's walking the opposite way. No one knows it's him. I'm like, is there any way I could get a picture? He's like, yeah, you can get a picture. Took hella pictures with him. He literally took the selfie and then he kept on walking. No one ever said a word to him. And of course, I cried like a baby. Yeah, man. Like,
not true fans. Not true.
Nah, fans. I mean, but it's just cool to see them getting new fans because they had been inactive for like 7 years. But yeah, like I don't know, man.
I would love to see them. That'd be rad.
What about this?
We need to just look at like 2020 just concert tours and then figure something out.
You're late, girl. I've already my calendar's damn near full. Every month I got something.
Come on. Every month I've got something. Come on.
Yeah, but like you're like out seeing the world and stuff. Work. But all I'm saying is this, like, okay, like next month, like as soon as I get back from the Arnold, like I have like a couple weeks. That's why I haven't done the Friendsgiving yet. I mean the Friends break. The Friends break is gonna be it's gonna be in May.
Well, I'll see you at the Arnold then.
Yeah, like it'll be in May. Since I mean, because I didn't want to I don't want everybody to come and then Meg not be able to come because like she's still getting all their stuff together up there. And I know you guys are getting I know you guys I feel like a lot of us are doing a lot of stuff right now, so it would like no one would be able to come in the middle of March. But I will say this: in March, on the 19th, I forget the band that we're going to see. I think it's like Miss May I or something like that. And then the 19th, and on the 20th, we're going to see Silverstein. And then on the 21st, that Sunday, we're going to Houston to watch. Oh my God, it's Killswitch Engaged and ABR.
And shit!
Dude,
I love August Burns Red.
Man.
They put on such a fucking killer show too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was my best. My best show so far. My final show of 2020 was in. I flew into Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I mean, that's where I'm from, and they did a Christmas Burns Red shows. So it was them and Knock Loose open for them. And
oh fuck, that'd be so.
When
fun.
I tell you, so many people's sons were killed at that show. I was murdering people. I blacked out. I blacked out. Like I was like, man, I don't know. No, tell your mother you love her because
just put me in like a balcony above you so I can just like look down on.
Oh my gosh!
And just see you fucking flailing and shit. I can't get in there. I'll die.
No, you won't.
Watch from above.
Listen, you gotta.
I need to watch from above.
I have a group of people. This is no shit. I have a group. Me and my boys and one of my boys' girlfriends, and then actually a girl that I met at that show. She's a part of the group now. We call ourselves the Wrecking Crew, and we go to all these shows. and it's an absolute. I mean, everyone throws weight around, but it's like 5 or 6 of us. Just we go to these heavy
lives.
shows, and it's just, oh my god,
Love it.
yeah,
So
man.
probably like the most insane mosh that I've ever seen was we went to Tid the Season. Every Time I Die. They're from Buffalo, and we saw them in Buffalo at like their big annual Christmas show. And that was the situation. We were kind of up in like a balcony, like side stage, and you could just, I mean, see the whole crowd like moving in waves and shit. I'll send you that video too. I got some stuff for you. But that mosh was insane.
Yeah, you gotta every now and then you gotta hop in, man. Yeah, it's like you gotta jump into the deep just to like feel alive again. And it's so weird.
I mean, I'm afraid Matt's gonna hop in and someone's gonna get him in his knee, and then I'll have to go in and rescue him. Like that's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Listen, the next time you guys come, just let me know. There's a few shows. Like, I mean, there's shows all the time. I mean, but we have so many like badass locals.
Coming to Austin in April.
Yeah, he told me that you guys are coming in April. So I mean, if it's after college, because I have a bunch of my lifters that are competing at college nationals. If it's after college, then obviously I go to South Africa for Worlds at the end of April. So if it's anywhere in that mid, yeah, man, we'll link up because like there's some spots that, man, we got some spots, dude.
Yeah.
Especially in San Antonio.
We'll figure it out.
Like the Austin scene is kind of okay. Too many people
just okay.
They care about themselves way too much in Austin, but in SA,
yeah, man, I'm down.
Yeah, man,
I'm down.
All right, I'll shut up. I gotta get back on this. Okay, so man, like we've answered a lot of these questions.
Back in. We have some questions, right?
No, well, the thing is, like we talked. I mean, because there was one about music, about how much you love music and everything. We've kind of touched on that back and forth. Like, I mean, you just have a love for music. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's always been a really big part of me. I remember like being in like 5th or 6th, probably 6th or 7th grade, and like finding Metallica for the first time. Like I grew up in a house with like country music.
Yeah.
And oldies. Country music and oldies, I would say. And so like finding kind of heavier stuff at the time, you know, you're at that age where it's a little rebellious and like you don't need your parents to know that you're listening to this stuff. Like I remember like finding Metallica early on, and like I said, Alkaline Trio was a big one, and it's just something I've never grown out of.
Okay, you feel that? Whew. That's break time. I get tired of listening for too long. So, let's chill for a little bit. Quick little break. Stretch your legs. Get something to drink. And then mosey right back. And let's listen up to The Corner of the Circle. Let's get started with the next part.
Like we're just big kids.
Yeah,
listening to the stuff we've always enjoyed.
Well, I think the one thing with music kind of keeps you tied into that I don't even know that it's never a dormant youth, but music just kind of keeps you tied into that great feeling. And I always feel like that feeling is so easily associated with youth and so associated with just being young and being careless, I should say, and kind of carefree.
Yeah.
And like some people just, you have the choice whether or not you want to hold on to that or if you want to let it go. And I feel like, you know, if you're tied into music just deep enough, you don't want to let that feeling go. Therefore, you don't want to let that feeling of youth and that exuberance and that life. It's just a lighter life. You don't want to let that part go. It's not that you neglect your responsibilities or that you're this immature individual walking around. It's just that you choose the lighter side of life.
Right, and it's tied to all these good things.
Yeah,
and
man,
good
like
memories.
just the nostalgia.
And, I mean, there's like lifting music and stuff. Like there's shit that'll make you feel fucking invincible.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's just incredible. It's incredible what it's able to tie into in you.
Yeah, like I will be 100 with you right now and tell you, I straight up, I mean, I liked Matt, but I didn't really know if I liked him. You know what I'm saying? Until like, I'll be honest. I liked him, but I'm like, I don't know about dude, man. Like, he just might be too cool. I don't know. Like, y'all understand where I'm from, man? Like, we don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's not a lot of white guys that I know that are like Matt. Like, yo, that dude he's kind of cool, but he might be too cool. I don't know.
That's just like he paints his toenails. And
like
shit.
He's just too cool sometimes. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then when dude came through with that David Bowie tattoo, I'm like, all right, I fuck with him super heavy. That was my like, all right. I mean, I'm weird like that, man. Like, I mean, again, everybody, you're gonna get the love. You know what I mean? From jump.
No,
I mean, but
that's
what
how you
about
know.
you is gonna tie me in? Because I was like, man, that dude is far too cool, man. I don't know about
And one of
Brandon.
these days, we're gonna get you another tattoo.
I don't know, man.
You know what? I am surprised you don't have some fucking Pearl Jam lyrics somewhere on your body.
I almost got the 10
Come on.
the live tattoo. I almost did. Here's the thing, and this is the main reason that I don't have any tattoos aside from like my lip or whatever. It's because I have so many scars on my body, and they all have a story. I mean, they're all like places that I would like, because here's the real thing. And I mean, I've had it drawn up over and over. I have a tattoo that I wanted to do literally the whole left side of my body, the whole left half. I'm talking
Okay.
from toe to neck of all my favorite bands, all my favorite lyrics, like literally from.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You got this drawn up and everything.
But
Okay.
like I literally have scars from head to toe, and they all are amazing stories. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
had it been like stories that didn't have to do with like a lot of my friends that are dead now, I'm like, all right. But I started with like 10 people that I used to hang out with from high school, and there's only 3 of us left. So,
okay.
And it's crazy. Like, I mean, I played football with a lot of these guys, and I have like hella scars from that. I ran track with a couple of guys, and I literally have a rip down my down my quad from like.
Man, I keep forgetting that's another thing we have in common. We both ran track.
Yeah, man. And that's a question I have for you. I want to talk about.
So these scars, they're like your version of tattoos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have.
Because there's a story behind them.
Yeah.
There's meaning. Like, that's not something you want to cover up. I get it.
Yeah, and I talked to my boy. He's an artist. You know, he's a tattoo artist. He's like, man, I can work around those. You know what I mean? If you want, I can tie those into it. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. Like, it's weird, man. Like, I am so sentimental about everything.
If it's not a fuck yes, then it's a no, right?
Yeah, man. So like, nice tie in. I see you. But yeah, I'm just really.
But it's a good rule of thumb. If
it really is.
Something.
It really is. I mean, everyone that knows me, you know, that kicks with me a lot, they know like I'm so black and white about everything. Either I'm gonna do it or I'm not. You know what I mean? Like you know, like I've always been the dude that's like, well, ask LS. Either he'll do it or he won't. Like that's literally like ask LS. Either he'll do it or he won't. Like, hey man, I want to talk to that girl. Will you like introduce me to her? I'm like, what she about? I don't know, dude. She's hot. I want to talk to her. All right, bet. I'll do it. Like I've always been so black and white, and I was like, I shout out to my dad for that, because he's always like, you know what, either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. There is no gray area. There's no gray area. And look, when people see you, they don't see a good guy or a bad guy. They don't see he may be either you're this or that. That's it. So you know what I mean, that's the life that you live. Either you're acting or you're not acting. So I've always kind of just lived that way. And I mean, and it's sometimes it bears fruit. Sometimes like, oh man, this is shit. I should have said no. But yeah. So like you got into. So did you get into like fitness and lifting and everything after, or did you play? Obviously, you started with sports and worked your way in, or how did that work?
Yeah. So I ran track in high school and college.
Right.
And we had like a lifting program in college, but it wasn't like tied into track that much. Like it felt like it was more of like bodybuilding rather than like focusing on like explosive power stuff. And then after college, like almost all collegiate athletes, you're kind of left with that, well, now what feeling, right?
Yep,
what do I do now, right? I'm used to having a coach. I'm used to going to practice. I'm used to being in shape. I'm used to eating whatever the fuck I want because I'm running 2 times a day. So after college, I got into like bodybuilding. Never competed or anything, but I was just training that way because that was really all I knew, right? So I was just training like muscle groups, and had like a group of guys I was buddies with at the gym and stuff that I would lift with. And I think that was when I first, because like when I was running track, I was like 15 pounds lighter. I was just a skinny kid, you know. And so that was when I first really started noticing like changes. And I was like, oh, cool. My shoulders look like this and my legs are changing and all this stuff. So like noticing those changes was, I think, what first got me hooked. And so I trained like bodybuilding until maybe like I was 26.
Yeah.
And then at 27, then I started going to a CrossFit gym. And for a while there, I was like pretty like obsessive about it, like CrossFit in the morning, like bodybuilding in the afternoon, like throwing a lot at my body. Yeah, I know.
Dang, girl.
That's what your 20s are for, right? So
right?
I trained that way for like maybe 2 years, and then my CrossFit partner at the time was signing up for a powerlifting competition, and she's like, you should jump in, see what you think. And so I did it with like no really serious training under my belt. But like squatting in reps, like I don't even remember the name of this federation, like who knows. And I know. And I won my weight class and I was hooked.
I'm telling you,
And
man.
that was that.
Dude.
And that was that. And that was like at 27. And so I was training people like part-time on the side as far as work. And then after that, I really started taking powerlifting seriously. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to figure this out and figure out how to make it a career.
Already.
So that's
what's up.
Yeah.
And now you're out here just killing it.
It was all in, and like leaving that job was probably like when people are like, oh, what's your proudest moment and stuff, like that's mine. Leaving that job, like having the courage to say, this isn't for me, this isn't my passion, I am not going to burn this bridge, but I gotta go. This is the end. Like I'm not coming in anymore.
Like, and I mean, that's huge. That's so huge.
Yeah, and I think that having a really like a defining moment like that is so key, because you remember how you felt in that moment, right?
Yes.
And I'm just like, this is not what I'm passionate about. Like what I'm doing is not making a difference. I am easily replaced in this job. Like they can find another me tomorrow to do this job. And I'm not living authentically. Yeah. And so I was already training like part-time, like I said. And then I kind of put the word out there that I was going to be accepting full-time clients, you know, in the gym. And I could take on as many as I wanted. Yeah. And I did that for 3 years before I moved and switched to online only, which has been great because that allows me so much more freedom. I'm telling you. And doing whatever the fuck I want to be.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I think the cool thing, you know, just out of all that stuff that you mentioned, I mean, because there's a lot of cool stuff that you just mentioned. It's just making the decision and having the courage to pull the trigger. Yeah. I mean, because, let's just be honest, man. Like everything, not everything, but damn near everything right now in the world that we live in is fueled on or leaned on the whole idea behind fear or doubt. And so you can easily be scared. You can easily be scared to stay in a position. You can easily be scared or fearful of the repercussions of making a decision, you know, that either someone likes or someone dislikes. But it seems like every time that decisions that we choose to make nowadays, they're like, well, how's this going to affect so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, rather than thinking, you know, so much about yourself. And we live in a selfish society, but by all means, but it's when you start making decisions for yourself, people are more concerned how it affects them rather than you. So, you know.
Absolutely. And that's like, I tell people all the time, like, the longest relationship you're ever going to have is the one with yourself. Yes. Why wouldn't you put more effort into that relationship?
Exactly. Like, it's an investment.
You have to wake up to you
every day.
Morning.
Exactly.
So I hope you like what you're doing with yourself.
Yeah, man. Like, and I just couldn't.
And I think having like a little fear is a good thing, because if you're walking away from something, you know, that was very safe and stable, comfortable, then a little bit of fear is fucking good, because now you're going to work your ass off.
Oh, yeah. If you don't, like, I tell myself all the fucking time, like, I legit have it on my mirror in my bathroom. You don't work, you don't eat. Straight up. Like, that's all that's on my bathroom mirror is you don't work, you don't eat. It used to be numbers. It used to be goals for meets and stuff like that. Now it's legit just if you don't work, you don't eat. Bro, and I grind. I grind my ass off. You know, and it's weird because, you know, it was one of those things where I started noticing that the people that talk the most shit, the people that have the most to say, the people that tend to be the most negative, the people that tend to try to break you down are the people that don't have a thing. And not necessarily, I'm not talking about as far as, you know, I mean, sometimes economically, sometimes, you know, tangibles, but they don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? Something inside is just broken.
Someone
empty.
Who's doing better than you is never.
They don't have. Yeah, they're not. They're gonna lift you up.
It always comes from the bottom up.
Yeah, it has to. I mean, because if honestly, at this point, and I've been very fortunate to do, because, like, I mean, I can even say that, you know, about like Matt, because Matt, he kills it. You kill it. Danny at Caffeine and Kilos, he kills it. Like, there's a lot of people that I look up to. That, you know, Ryan Doris, he kills it. And it seems like every single one of the people that I've ever looked up to this point on this side of the world, everyone's like always been more than willing to help, more than willing to offer advice, more than willing just to open my eyes to things that I just never really paid attention to. I can
Yeah.
personally cite you for example because I dropped that shirt. It was that St. Patty's shirt, and I never once
Oh yeah.
thought to wear my own stuff. And like you pointed out, like, yeah, man, like, like Matt sells really well when he wears his own stuff. I'm like, I never thought about that. Bonnie, I can honestly tell you to your face that the main reason why I even take pictures of myself in my stuff is because you told me that, and no joke, it affected my sales so immensely. I'm like, oh my God.
And it works? Weird.
It works.
Weird.
Like, oh, people will wear stuff that they see you
Well,
wearing because you have faith in your own stuff. Like, for me, I just never wanted to be in front of the camera. I like being behind the camera.
yeah. Yeah.
But like I can honestly tell you like that I can tell you straight up to your face, man and woman, that changed so much for me. That changed my
That's
sales
awesome.
approach. That changed my sales approach like drastically because I just, I don't consider myself an attractive person. I don't think I'm ugly, but I don't think I'm the type of person that can be in front of a camera. You know what I mean? Like I love being behind it,
Sure.
but then I was like, you know
Yeah.
what, dude? Maybe she's right. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna post myself in this. We'll see how it works out, and I'll be damned.
Boom.
Like, yeah, so I'm like, all right, there's something to this.
You're
so,
welcome. I'll
like,
take 10% of that. Then
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'll send you all $10.
But, and
of
like,
it.
and like what you were saying, like we have all these friends that are in the industry
Mhm.
and maybe doing similar things, coaching, apparel,
Yeah.
whatever that may be. Like, and yet we're all friends and get along, and it's because none of us have that scarcity mindset.
No.
None of us are worried that there isn't enough to go around.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, yeah.
that isn't what this is about. Like, we all have the same goals, and like everybody eats,
Yeah.
right? You support each other. Everybody
Exactly.
eats.
That was a big ass play at the top, man.
It's always a win.
So it's been my thing from here on out, man. I'm like, you know what? Because people have been willing to help me, like I'm willing to help anyone that even wants to
Yeah.
ask, and it's kind of, it's just really cool, So like even now when I've talked to you, like, hey man, I appreciate it. I'll meet you at the top. And I've never been that
Yeah.
type of person, you know what I mean? Like actually, Matt messaged was, hey, you want to be on the podcast? We're back in April. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm down. And I mean, and I think every time I talk about it, I'm like, hey man, I appreciate you for this, this, and this. Like I always want my people to know that you are appreciated, not just for what you do for other people and what you do for me, but just for what you bring to the game, the energies that you put out there. Because some baller ass energy that people are putting out there that is countering a lot of this whack shit that people are putting out there. There's a lot of people putting out that whack energy, man. So for guys like yourself, I mean your whole crew, y'all's whole movement, like you're putting out energy that back in the day just wasn't put out. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
you're providing people like myself, like a lot of people like me that, you know what I mean? Like, you know what? I don't necessarily fit over here. I don't really fit over there either. I'm just kind of that dude that's kind of like, what y'all trying to do? Like, there's a lot of us out there like, what you trying to do? You trying to go to the show?
Yeah.
That's bet.
Yeah.
Y'all want to go get something to eat?
Yeah.
You want to go skate? Let's go skate. You want to travel?
Well, and that just like ties back into not having your identity in one.
You know what I'm saying?
In one bucket, right? Like you're a multifaceted guy.
That's
and
how we all, yeah.
Should be. Like you're into lifting, you're into music, like you want to go skate, like that's so dope, and that allows you to connect and meet other people that are into those same
and
things.
It's weird
and
because
like,
there's a lot of people
who doesn't want
like
more
that.
friends?
Yeah,
right?
like there's a lot of people out there that really feel that way. It's just that who's gonna speak up for the weirdos? You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Oh, hold up, hey! But I'm just saying, like, who speaks up for the weirdos? Like the people that rock me are people that, I mean, let's be honest, like they're just weird like me. They're just people that just, you know what I mean? And so I've been very fortunate, man. I can honestly say that, I mean, and to have people like you in my life and that are more than willing to come on a podcast and just talk and chop it up. You know what I mean? And I mean, because I don't know. At the end of the day, man, if you're living this life, but you don't have a rhyme or reason behind why you're living it, like why are you even doing it, man? And I mean, I'm not saying be suicidal, but I'm saying find a purpose. I'm saying like find
your why.
Yeah, man. Everyone has a why, regardless of how you feel. And if you don't feel like you have your why, yo, come holler at me. I'll help you find your why. Like there's, you know what I mean? That's what we're here for.
I think that's why people like you and relate to you so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Because you fill that niche that people need, and maybe they don't have someone to look up to, but you're relatable and you're super transparent, and that's what people want. Like there's enough bullshit and fuckery in our industry. Like we know it, we fucking see it. We're bombarded with that. Like it's so refreshing to just like talk to someone that
I feel
is
that.
real and
I
isn't
appreciate that.
isn't gonna fucking fill your head with bullshit
But I mean,
nonsense.
but
Like
why? It's so
you said, like
exhausting.
is a person you want to hang out with.
Yeah. Well, my thing is this: like, it's exhausting to be fake because
Oh,
one,
sure.
like, it's so exhausting to be fake
Yeah.
because I feel like we've all had that moment where we have an opportunity to be fake. But if you have any ounce of real in you, you can't do it. It's not sustainable if you have any ounce of
Mm-hmm.
real in you, because one,
Yeah.
if you're fake, you have to lie, and to lie, you have to remember that lie, and you have to lie on top of that lie to keep that lie going.
Exhausting.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't have the energy for that, bro. I'm old, son. Like, I mean, I'm a black man. I'm a black man in America. If you look at statistically, I might have 34 more years of life left. You think I want to spend that bullshit with people? No, man. I'm out here trying to eat the best foods, see the dopest places. I better. I would hope so. My lips to God's ears. I mean, there's so many shoes out there for me to buy, dog. Like, so many freaking concerts to go to, and I have so little time. You know what I mean? Like I honestly, it's taking everything in my power. There is a show that's going to be in Sheffield, England, that's going to have damn near all of my favorite bands at the same time. I got to go to Sheffield to do commentary.
Okay.
And
when are we going?
It's in I think it's in September. It's next September. Like, it's everybody, man. It's everyone. Like, I have to send.
My September is actually pretty available. So.
Like, all I have is Raw Nats in October. I gotta go. I gotta go. This, like, so what I'm doing, this is no lie, money. I swear, I'm telling you, you're like the first to know this. When I go to Sheffield to do this commentary for the SBD Sheffield meet, I'm gonna meet somebody there. I'm gonna find out where the venue's going to be. I'm gonna find out who the venue manager is, because it's a festival. So or it's a 2-day concert. So a concert of that magnitude, of that size, they've got to be planning right now for it. I'm gonna find out if they need, like, do you need a photographer? Do you need somebody to commentary? Do you need somebody for social media? Because I gotta get in on this. This is amazing. I mean, obviously, I don't know if anybody that knows me, anybody follows me knows that I'm a huge fan of Knock Loose. And, like, Knock Loose is like playing both days. And I
man, I have a really good Knock Loose meme for you.
Oh, dude, I
have so many things to send you.
Dude.
Yeah, they're fucking so much fun. Like, I've seen them twice now.
Yeah, I've seen them twice. I'm about to go for the third time. They're coming to Austin in May. They're coming Monday, May 4th. And straight up,
maybe we just need to come to Texas in May then,
dude,
and, like, sync up that way.
Well, here's the thing, though. This is how, like, adamant I am about seeing Knock Loose. I'm gonna be in South Africa. I just changed my ticket yesterday to come back a day early so I could see Knock Loose. Like, I don't, bro. People don't understand. I body people at their shows, man. Like, I don't even. No, it's even better. You ready for the next part? And I'll shut up about Knock Loose. Not only do I come back early from a meet to see Knock Loose, but I have 2 days and then I have to fly to Vegas to do another meet.
Of course.
I don't even, like, I'm trying
to catch this concert in between. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch this concert in between. You know what I mean? Like,
I love it. I fucking love it.
So I don't know.
I just fucking love passionate people.
Yeah, man.
Like, people that are passionate and get excited about shit.
Dude, I mean, either you're gonna be a bump on a log, man, or you're gonna be excited about the life you live. And I choose the latter. Just, I mean, bro. I mean, I've seen the people that hate everything, and it's played. You know what I mean? Like, it's played.
It's exhausting. Like, those people are just energy suckers.
They really are. And then you look back, you're like, damn, what happened to dude? They just disappear.
Yeah.
So it just disappeared. I don't need it. Okay. I'm gonna shut up because I still have to ask. You know, I mean,
we're not great about staying on track here.
You know what, man? It just is what it is. Whatever. Okay, but I will ask you this. What?
I've done the podcast. They're just like question.
Nah, I'm not.
Come on. How much are you actually learning about a person?
First of all, it's not like I'm getting paid off of this. I just really want people to know your story, and I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It's like you can kind of fanboy after your friends, because I mean, they're your friends, and I can call it a podcast, but secretly fanboying. But you will never know. I'm like, yeah, it was an awesome podcast. It was whatever. Did you know? But yeah. So what about this, dude? Because I really want to ask you about this. Where do you want to go, man? I mean, I will ask you this. What's the dopest place?
No,
I'm talking about travels. I'm not here.
Oh my
Um,
God. You know I could talk about this forever.
okay,
Okay,
but
go ahead.
I'm going to limit that. I am going
Okay.
to give. Okay, what's the dopest spot you've been to so far?
Iceland.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew.
Iceland, and then second would be Banff, Canada.
Banff was the shit.
Dude,
Oh my god.
so gorgeous.
I could legit go there once a year, every year, just to refresh my life. Like it.
It is the most beautiful, like stunning place ever. Like
I.
we drove up there on our big long road trip last year,
Yeah.
and we only got to spend 2 days there. So we are
Mm.
planning on going again
Oh, you
this
gotta
year to
go.
like
So,
explore the park more.
oh my gosh, We went to so many of the parks that they have there. I mean, went there, and then because we were up there for the World Championships, so we did Banff. Then
Yeah.
we went south, and just I can't even explain it.
It's just not real.
Like
It's so stunning.
there's very few places on earth that I've been that I had to pull over and just get out and just stand there. And
Hmm.
if anybody that's had an opportunity to go to Banff, if you haven't, you need to. But there was a
Hmm.
moment I remember, like it was just so beautiful. I was like, baby, I gotta get out. I just gotta get out. She's like, why? I'm like, I gotta
Hmm.
get out. And so I get out. This is no joke. So I put on. I'm so weird.
You put
So I
on
played.
Coldplay and you started to cry.
No. I did cry, but I played Oceans by Pearl Jam, so I had it playing in the
Okay.
background, and like that it's that one part where you just like it kind of overlooks the the lake part, like I forget
Like Lake Louise,
yeah
or a different lake. Okay.
yeah. So like we're right there, and I just had to stop, and it's kind of drizzling a little bit, and I'm just like, man,
Yeah.
I never thought a million years I would see something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in West Texas, dog, and when I say West Texas, I'm talking about where the vegetation starts. I mean, I should say the vegetation stops and the desert starts. So it's absolutely dry,
Okay.
zero humidity, never rains, tumbleweeds in your backyard, all of the above. So
No
to see
snow-capped
some,
mountains.
no, nothing. Like all you can see is this sand, dirt, and
Yeah.
just cattle, and
Yeah.
pump jacks. And so I'm just like,
Banff is like a place where you're like, oh shit,
like,
I'm so fucking small.
like it. Honestly, I felt like I was in a fairy tale. Like this is what, like, there should be a castle somewhere behind these mountains. Like I just,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it just
Yeah.
seemed like it went that the glacial lakes they just go on forever. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is absolutely unreal. And so I'm playing Oceans in the background, and I'm just crying and crying and crying
Yeah.
and crying. And
Moments like that are so rad,
and she
though.
doesn't say a word. She does not say one word to me. She's like, just gets out of the car, comes and just hugs me. She's like, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm like, yeah,
Perfect.
this is crazy, And then of course you like it makes you like reflect. I mean, when there's that much natural beauty, you have no choice but to reflect on not necessarily the decisions that you've made, but all the dope things that have happened to you to get you to that point. And
Oh
so,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I think about
man.
that shit all the time.
Yeah, man. And it's like, man,
Yeah.
every time I see this stuff, because like I said, my parents, they're never gonna leave Texas. They're never gonna leave They went to Russia one time when I did my first world championship, and that was enough for them. Like, nah, this is sensory
Okay.
overload.
Okay.
So I was
Enough
thinking
of
to
this
myself,
international nonsense.
yeah, I think to myself, I was like, I always say every time I was like, dude, if my dad could see this right now, you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
that's kind of what got me in photography. So I try to take the most beautiful pictures to depict where I've been, the things I've done, the
Mm-hmm.
food I've eaten, and so I can send it to my daddy so he can like kind of check the stuff out. And he'll cry.
That's awesome.
He'll cry like, baby, that's so beautiful. I wish I could go. I was like, you can. He's like,
Oh man.
no, I can't go. Your mama doesn't like getting on planes.
Oh, we gotta get you to Iceland.
Yeah. Oh my
For
God,
sure.
that's on the bucket list. That's on the bucket
So
list.
it's almost too easy because it's like a 5-hour flight from Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
which is where we flew out of. I don't know, you probably fly out of Dallas, whatever, and connect somewhere. But
Yeah.
like 5-hour flight out of Chicago. Everyone there speaks English.
Yeah.
So it's incredibly easy to get around. There's basically only one road that goes around the
Right.
entire country, so you can't get lost.
I tried.
But that was incredible. Like that's where I saw the Northern Lights for the first time.
Yeah.
So
And that's what I
that
wanna
was like a
do.
really, really cool
That's-
moment
yeah.
because we had rented like a camper van.
Yeah, I remember,
And
yeah.
so it like heated and everything, so we were staying the night in the camper van and just like looking out the back windows at this like incredible like flashing
Yeah,
green
man.
waving just
Oh
display in
my
the sky,
gosh.
and you're
I
just
would
like,
give
what the
anything.
fuck?
I tried so hard when I was at the World Championships because we were in Sweden. And so I was like,
Yeah,
on the way home, let's just stop. But
yeah.
like I had
What
to get
time of the
back.
year was that?
It's in the summer. It was like in June.
Okay.
So like
So I think like Northern Lights,
it's
like the
like
best time to see them is like October to
October. Yeah,
December.
it's like in the like late fall, almost like pre
Yeah,
winter. So yeah, I missed
yeah.
out on that. The 4 or 5 times that I've gone to Alaska, I missed them. I mean, and I
Oh,
love
that's the
Alaska.
thing that's Alaska. That's
Yes,
the thing we're doing this year,
dude,
which has
enjoy
been
it.
on my bucket list. If we're talking bucket list
When
things,
I
that's one
tell
on
you,
mine.
there is so much beauty. It's like you don't even. The United States just needs to give you away. You just need to be your own country. Alaska is so beautiful. It is
Yeah, I'm
so
so
beautiful,
excited.
and the people are dope.
I think we're planning a road trip up there in July.
Oh,
I
that's
think
that's
we've got
perfect.
like about 6 weeks of free time that we're gonna probably go up like through Montana and through Banff and Alaska and
Oh,
then
that's
like
perfect.
down through California and shit.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, I think in July. July might be the. It's gonna be the first month I think of all since I guess I started working for myself for real. I'm like I'm actually about to spend my money to do something that I really want. Not you know what I mean like
Oh.
because everything was like house. I'm lie to you or not. I don't even know where I'm going right now. I mean I've already been to Hawaii, but it's either gonna be it might be Fiji. I'm not sure. But wherever I go, I'm gonna go for 2 weeks in the middle of July, for just 2 weeks and just be a local.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it's at.
Yeah.
I might just do Hawaii because I can still train while I'm there because I still have to train.
Fiji
But
would be rad.
yeah,
Bali's high up on my
yeah,
list.
man. Like, well, Fiji, I have an open invitation from the lifters of Nauru. Like they train
Okay.
in Fiji quite a bit, and it goes, yeah. If you ever want to come, let us know. We, we train in Fiji. I'm like, so wait, you saying that I can go and lift weights and train on a black sand beach? Okay, all right. I think I can do
Look,
that.
oh,
I'm sold. I'm sold.
if
So
I have
yeah,
to, I guess that's all right.
yeah. So like that's my thing. So far, Iceland and Banff have been the dopest places that you've been. Okay,
Yeah.
and
I mean, I bet Alaska's gonna
Alaska's gonna be up
up
there.
there
It's gonna be
too.
up there. It's I mean, but so
Ooh,
far
so
of the
excited.
places that I've been, Banff, it's hard to beat Banff.
Yeah.
I placed
Oh,
that.
and then another bucket list thing that I'm gonna be able to cross off this year is I'm going to the Grand Canyon for the first time.
Bless you. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't been.
So are you
we're
gonna
doing
like
like a little mini like southwestern road trip
perfect?
at the end of May.
Okay.
So I've been to like Zion and stuff, but
Yeah.
never got south enough to do Grand Canyon. So I get to cross that
So
off my list
are
this
you
year
gonna
too, which
like
I'm
go to
excited
like
about.
go to the Grand like I mean there's a couple sides of it. There's one there's like a like an Eagle Mountain looking thing on the Vegas side of the Grand Canyon that you go check out.
Oh, okay.
It's super dope. And then obviously the regular Grand Canyon. Like
Yeah.
there's some super dope spots. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I'm
that,
excited. We're getting we're like renting an RV
Yeah,
and
that's what
we're
we did.
taking Matt's mom. So the three of
Oh,
us.
that's
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
be
Because
dope.
she's never seen it either. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
gonna be really, really fun.
I would say to put on your list of places to go. Only one place that I've been that rivals Banff
Okay.
so far, and that is Colombia. Colombia is
Oh,
the
okay.
most beautiful place. It's a different type of beauty because it's just green on green on green. But
Yeah.
I will say this: I have to include the people in this. Medellin is the people are so beautiful. Number one, add to that the setting, the scenery, like these. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
I also will
I've
say
never been
Costa
more
Rica.
south than I went to Costa Rica last year.
Did you try to surf
over New Year's?
Did you try to surf?
What?
Did you try to surf?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Don't.
It wasn't like that kind of trip.
Oh, bro.
Oh
yeah, I'm an idiot.
It wasn't a
Yeah.
lot of like down fun time.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. The last time I was in Costa Rica, I tried to surf and almost died.
Oh, I have like an actual fear of the ocean, so I struggle like going in deeper than this.
Oh yeah. Well, I almost drowned, and I suck at swimming. I have no buoyancy.
I just like I get in my head and I start thinking about it too much. I'm like, we don't know what's fucking in
You
there.
have no clue.
We don't fucking know what's in
And
there.
that's the
And
best. I think that's why I
so
like it.
so one time I was in Florida with a friend and we're like half-assed trying to learn how to surf
Yeah.
and like caught a couple waves like on my stomach and
Yeah.
stuff, but never actually stood up. Um and then at one point I was quite a ways out and I was sitting on my board and like I saw a fin. Nope.
It's a wrap.
Don't know what it was. Didn't fucking matter. So paddled in so fucking fast. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not
I tried.
in the ocean anymore this trip. Like, she's
I
like, it was a dolphin. I'm like,
I
how
don't
do you
care
know?
what it was.
How do you know it was
I
a
don't
dolphin?
care what it was. I'm out. Yeah, dude. The
I don't
ocean
know.
is super scary, but I think that's
We know more about outer space
than we do about the ocean, and that's the best part
Fuck
about
that.
it. Like, there's something down there, dog. People don't understand. There is something down there that's just like waiting. So
I think it's exciting and cool, but I'm not going to be the one diving in there to fucking find it.
if I could, I would. I'm an idiot like that. I would
Nope.
definitely do it. If I could, I
Nope.
would. But yeah, like I would definitely say, yeah. But we saw like the crocodiles in Costa Rica. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Like it was. I mean, I don't know. And of course, I've tried 3 times, and the island's been closed every time I've tried. But I want to go to Galapagos Islands. If I ever get a chance.
My sister went there for her honeymoon. Said it was insane. Yeah,
man. Like
insane.
the
and that's like just straight going back in time and seeing these animals that have been just like unchanged forever.
Yeah, there's so many places I want to go, but I got to get on it. But yeah, I'm glad. God, see, Bonnie, you're my spirit animal. Okay, I finally got to the end of the list, like as indirectly as possible. It has been established that you will be at the Arnold, so I'll definitely get to see your face at the Arnold.
Yes.
I'm assuming that you guys are going to have your booth popping, as you always do. Yeah.
I'll be coaching on Friday.
Okay.
Coaching a gal in the USAPL Battle of the Regions meet.
Okay.
And then I'll pretty much be doing booth life all day Saturday and Sunday at the Hate booth 505.
Booth 505, and then I'll be there, but I have to compete on Sunday. Let me see.
Oh shit, you're on Sunday, not Saturday?
Yeah, dude. I'm doing the Pro American. I'm going as a 105, not a 93. So I can eat just for now, and then I have to drop down to 93 again. But I mean, I'm in the middle of the diet, so I don't want to like water cut. I'm just gonna go where my body's.
They must have pushed that back because
they pushed everything back a day
last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Sunday usually is the day that everybody goes and kicks it, but not anymore. So. Yeah.
Okay, because so last year at the Arnold I did the Battle of the Regions and that was on Sunday. So it
looks like
they
flipped it. Yeah. So I think
they're
trying
I didn't like it because it was Sunday and I was like already drained from from coaching and then socializing.
See, I'm just and that's the part that sucks. Is I'm literally getting there on Tuesday and I'm chilling. I'm not doing a thing. All right, cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you're coaching, right? You coach. You're a coach. And so if people want to get coaching from you, do they go to your IG? Do they go to your website? Because you have a little bit of everything.
They can do either.
Okay.
Yeah, they can do either. They can find me on Instagram at bonshro, or they can go to bonshro.com. One-on-one coaching I have like kind of closed down for the moment. There is a wait list though if you're interested in a one-on-one coaching. And then I have a super cool new thing called Bonshro Go.
Yeah.
Where you guys can follow the exact workouts that I do myself. You can sign up for that on the website, and it's only $6 a month. So
hey.
Hell of a deal. And then your girl just came out with a bench only program.
Yes, that bench only program will be fire.
You can bench. Got you benching 3 times a week, and it's structured how I structure my own programming, as I've been coaching myself for a while now. So those are available on bonshro.com, and you can check that out, and we can make games.
Look at you out there killing the game. Awesome. I'll make sure, and the thing is, like, I mean, I'll make sure that I tag all of that and I post it. Like, I'm literally gonna have it all up. Yeah, green screen. And last thing, my last 2 things. Bucket list. What are 3 things on your bucket list that you would love to do? They could be anything on earth, anything in this world. 3 things on your bucket list.
Okay, mine are all travel things.
That's cool.
I feel like we already talked about them, so I need to think beyond the things that we already discussed. Okay, big thing. Matt thinks this one is silly, but I really want to see the pyramids.
Oh.
Okay.
He thinks
Or
that's
who
silly?
does it? He thinks it's kind of silly. He thinks it's kind of overrated.
What
Whatever.
a
I
hater
still
over
want.
there.
I still. I
You and me
know,
both.
right? I still want to see him. So that's on my list.
Yes.
How can it not be? Norway is definitely high on my list.
So dope.
Okay, because have you been? Yeah. So someone had told us that's basically like Iceland, but more like
Yeah.
Iceland on steroids.
Yeah.
So that of course gets my attention. So definitely Norway is high on my list, and then probably last. I really want to do Japan.
Yes, please.
You've been so many cool places.
Please.
So, and that's like Matt and I are both really pumped on the idea of Japan. So I bet that happens.
Bro, if you go to Japan, let me know.
In the next year or two.
If you go to Japan, let me know. If I don't end up going, I will link you up with some of the dopest people to go and visit.
Okay.
And like, I'll hook up my man Andy.
No, that's really good to know, because we're kind of like, well, that's a trip where it's like, where do we begin? You know?
Like, I'm telling you right now, I have a list of to-goes, to-dos, things that you need to go and do while you're there in Japan. Like, my buddy Andy sent it to me. He lives in Japan. So like, before you guys go, let me know, because there's a possibility that I might go back in August for the Olympics anyway.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Well, because Ryan Dorsey's younger brother, he's a triple jumper. And he's on.
I did not know that.
Yeah, his younger brother's a triple jumper.
We didn't even talk about track. We're gonna have to have a second podcast. So.
You already know. I said I've already got a part 2 coming with Katie Rutherford. I got a part 2 coming with because I talk so much.
Awesome.
Part 2 coming with Sean Noriega. Listen, Bonnie 2's coming. So how
long did you podcast with Matt? Because the two of you.
I haven't podcasted with Matt yet. That's going to be next month.
You guys did when we were in Texas.
No, that I was with Matt. Just walked in when I was doing a podcast with Brandon Allen. I was doing one with Brandon Allen.
Oh, I thought you guys did one together when we were there, but maybe it just too much going on.
No, we were out being cool kids.
The two of you could talk for days.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
That is a podcast where someone would actually have to physically come in and stop it.
That's a break.
Because between the two of you, oh my God.
It's just we live life, man. That's all it is. Youngster, you'll get it. You'll get it one day, baby girl.
I get it. I definitely had someone ask me once how I handle all the talking.
Dude. I just, at this point, I'm
just like, well, you know what? I just tell him when I need some quiet time.
Every girl that
that's what you do, because you communicate in a relationship.
Dude, every girl that I've ever been with, up even to present day, I'm like, listen, I'm a handful. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily like to talk a lot, but once I get started, it's a wrap. So you're not dating me, but you're almost like babysitting me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I feel bad. Listen, it is what it is.
I cannot tell you how familiar this sounds. So
you know what? Well, you know what? Matt's at least 5 or 6 years younger than me, so it doesn't change. It's only gonna get worse. No. The more memories you start creating and collecting, it's just gonna get worse. But you know what? Good. You already know. Good. So look, this is your future. A lot more time.
We get along so well. I'm like, yep. This is
poor feller. Poor feller. I'm excited. You guys are gonna be like old and gray. I'm like, babe, I need you to shut up. Just shut up.
Oh no, I'm gonna just work on keeping getting younger.
Oh, so are you gonna Benjamin Button?
Yeah, I'm reverse aging.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, Benjamin Button. I had no idea. That's on me.
I'm trying to Bonnie Button this life.
I'm done with you. I'm done. This thing's be over
and
now.
Matt's getting gray, so I'm like, people are gonna think you're my dad, probably.
I hate you right now. Listen, the thing is,
how
like,
weird can we make this?
Men don't get older. Like, we just get more distinguished. So
I like the gray.
I'm telling you, and this is the truth. I didn't start getting hella DMs until like I started letting the gray just like go. Like,
really?
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, it's a thing. And with this daddy culture that we have.
Oh yeah, straight up. If I don't get called Zaddy at least one time a month, I'm like, am I really living life correctly? So that's what's up. All right, in my last one, I'm done. I'm out of here after this.
Oh, no.
Those that listen know this is how this goes. So, gun to your head. I accost you in an alley, and I say, Bonnie, I'm going to pull the trigger if you can't sing 30 seconds of any song, word for word.
Oh, no.
What song do you have? What song are you going with?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've been having it in my headphones a lot lately at the gym. So have you heard of Hobo Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the song "Typical Story"?
Yes.
Oh shit! You could sing along with me.
But I'm not. No. I'm
Oh,
not.
okay. Okay. The chorus.
All right.
The
You're on.
chorus has fucking been in repeat, like in my ears every day in the gym. So, hey, what's your name? Talking to the guys you hate. We just sit in silence while we think of what to say. And hey, I don't think this is working out. Will you forget I even asked you to come over to my house? So, hey, I don't think I know much, but oh shit,
You're dead.
I fucked it up. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. Lines. You almost made it. You know what?
Hey, I don't think something about taking a good punch.
Bonnie, I absolutely.
You know the song though?
Yes, I absolutely love your life right now. You're the best. I'm gonna. You know what? And for those of you that don't know Hobo Johnson, I am going to put a link up so you guys can learn more music. Now you're on it now.
It's a good one.
It is. There's so much music out there, you guys. There's so much music out there.
And that's a weird one where like I don't like a lot of his music, but then there's some songs where I'm like, this is a fucking banger, and that's one of them.
Like it's just like how to explain Hobo Johnson to the layman? Unique.
It's not even like a rap.
No, it's like
it's more of like just I feel like chant is kind of a weird word. But it's definitely like talking. It's like talking just with
rhythmical
rhythm,
talking,
but not a rap.
It's like rhythmical talking, almost like
yeah.
Well, I want to say like kind of like I mean you can't necessarily liken it to like Nelly, but kind of how like Nelly comes through like almost a harmonious talk, chat.
Yeah, it's more of just like a flow, like a lyrical flow, which I'm sure I butchered, but like.
No, you did well.
And he's such a fucking silly looking dude.
I put him up there with Buckethead.
He's got a vibe. But like there's no other that I've heard anyway. There's nothing else that I've heard that's like exactly like his sound. So I think that's really dope. And that's a good song. So definitely link to that song.
I don't know.
Didn't do a good job at it, but people might like it.
I don't know. Like I feel like I'm trying to think of I don't even know how to explain how Hobo Johnson looks like a kind of a dark-haired guy. like
he looks like a fucking nerd.
Yeah, like a dark-haired guy in a red hoodie. or
yeah, he's got like curly hair.
Yeah. Look at. All right, I need to shut up. I need to shut up and let you go. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I get all the links up and get all that stuff popping for you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this. The next time I guess people will see you, they'll be able to see you. We'll be at the Arnold.
Yep.
They're about to. These people are about to hate me because I'm about to pop out a new podcast damn near every day until the Arnold. So.
Well, we're gonna have to do a second one for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Yeah, we'll definitely get that pumpkin. Thank you again so much. Have a great day. I'm about to freaking go to the gym and pretend like I'm gonna do some cardio.
I'm about to go turn on some Thursday.
Don't you? Okay. Look at you.
I'm not kidding. And I'm gonna send you a couple videos because I have stuff you need to see.
Oh, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Bonnie Schroeder, thank you again so much. We'll definitely be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for listening to The Corner of the Circle, for watching the YouTubes and listening to all the different podcasts and all that good stuff. Want to let you guys know, also do some coaching. You can go to ellismcclain.com and it will lead you right to where you need to go as far as filling out an inquiry and all that good stuff. And also, if you want, apparel needs and all that good stuff, we got swag. ellismcclain.com. Again, thank you so very much for everything you guys are doing for us, man, and helping us grow and all the good stuff. Like I said, stay tuned. We got more stuff coming, more episodes coming, more content coming. Either way, a lot of stuff's coming. Thank you guys very, very much.